everyone, Shea Bear 1000 here. Today we're going to be checking out this train set that I bought at a flea market today for 20 bucks. These things are going for 20 bucks themselves. If I was to sell this by itself, that's what I would put on it, 20 bucks. So I added up this stuff, and I'll tell you what, and I always go for what they sell for, not for what people are asking. Because some people are asking, you know, anywhere from $30 to $50 for this, but they're selling for around $20 to $25. But I added all that up. I didn't add up the track or anything like that, but I'm going to put you on the stand here and let's take a look at these, and we'll get a piece of track out, and we'll see if the locomotive runs, and I'll talk to you about a couple things I'm going to have to get for it, but nothing major, cheap stuff. So, alright guys, stick around. Let's do a little model railroading. Okay guys, so like I said, we'll start with the Tyco one. It's got the trucks or bogies on the back. It's got part of one on for the front here or whatever. It does have one wheel, but one of the tangs is broke off of the wheel, so I'm going to need to get one of these and some couplers, because like this one's only got one coupler on it. That's your coupler there. That little piece right there. That's your coupler. So don't have one on the back. This is a box car. Let me get my paper. I wrote all this stuff down. Okay, so like I said, these are really inexpensive. Well, they're kind of expensive, but not really, because I can buy 10 of these with the whole setup, the wheels and the couplers. I can buy 10 of them for like 44 bucks. So this Tyco one, the tanker, they are selling for about 10 bucks. Of course, that's with the, you know, with the bogies on it, or the trucks. And we got this, which is a trailer train. You would have like little cars that would set on there, but this itself is going for $11. And this has got the bogies, except it is missing one coupler, and there is another deck in that box over there. But yeah, so you would put little cars on here or whatever, and it would haul them around. Then we got the stupid gnats. We got the Union Pacific. This has gotten melted, it looks like, right there. A little bit, but this Union Pacific, as you can see, it's complete. It's got the trucks and the couplers on it. The Union Pacific. So we went through those two. This is the Union Pacific, and these are selling for 10 bucks. Then we have the Burlington Northern. It's the BN. It's the 100024. This is let me see. This is a box car. Yeah, okay, box car. $8. These are selling for $8. And again, it's going to need one of the couplers. They just pop in. You can take them out and change them. They're made to do that because, you know, they know they're going to break. Okay, so that sells for $8. The star of the show, The Santa Fe 5620. This is HO scale too, by the way, guys. It is missing one of the air horns off of it, but those always come up missing. You know, they're just tiny pieces of plastic. They get broke off and stuff like that. It is complete except for it is missing the couplers on it. But we'll see if we can get a track going here, and I'll take a coupler off of one of these other ones. We'll get, you know, this and a train car or two at least hooked up. I mean, I can use a piece of wire if I, you know, if I want to, just until I can get some parts ordered. This, like I said, I seen one online. They are selling for, like I said, about 20 bucks is what they're selling for. A lot of guys are asking a lot of money for them, a lot more money, because they got the original box and stuff. But without the box, just the way it is, I seen this exact one. It was $19.50 is what I seen it for. Okay, so let's just say 20 bucks. Like I said, I didn't add up all the track, and it's got telephone poles in there and stuff like that. A couple of them's broke, but a couple is complete. I didn't add all that stuff up, but this exact pack here I can buy for 10 bucks. But I've got other train. If you guys saw the one video where we went to an antique store, but we stopped down here at the end of the road first, and I bought some transformers, train transformers. So I got like 3 of them, but this is I believe this to be original to this set, and this goes for about 10 bucks is what they're selling for. Like I said, a lot of guys want 20, but like I seen one online for like $7, but it was all beat up and dirty and nasty, and I'm sure it still worked, but so 10 bucks. So I gave $20 for the lot. Like I said, now this is not counting the track. Okay, so just these items, the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 cars and the locomotive, and this is $68.50. I would have no problem, you know, piecing it out for that. So what I'm going to do now, excuse me, is I'm going to move this stuff out of the way, and I'm going to bring the box up here. And let's see what's in the box. It looks like there's some army men and stuff in there. Of course, don't belong with it, but let me grab the box and let's put the box up here. Okay, now, like I said, this is like a loading dock that, or you know, whatever, you come up the ramp or whatever, and then you would load into your cars. At that, and then this is cool. This is a trestle, and I'm not sure how it fits together. I have to look at it. I think it goes like that. Yeah, like there's one there, one side, and here's the other side. So it's like a little train trestle. Alright, and this is what's it say on it? Re-railer. Yeah, this is the terminal track. This is what you hook your wires up to make your train go. And we've got, let's see, there's 2. Again, this stuff's cheap. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. There's that other to another one of those. What I say, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 circle pieces, 12 if you count this. So that's what, 12. And then we got a straight track here for the bridge and a straight track here. So, and here's the other set of wheels for that bogie, but it's missing the, see, it's got that little tab on it. There you go. It's got that little tab on it. This side's broke off. Okay, so, and then, you know, I got some cowboys and Indians in here. Got a little dragon head. But, and then these are what you set your train tracks up on, like to go up over something. So it's got a bunch of these, you know. And let's see, there's some telephone poles. There's a couple. They're not all complete, but I was going to buy some of these for a project that I'm going to be working on. I don't have to buy them now. So this one's actually got a transformer on it. It's pretty cool. So there's what, 4, 5, 6. That one's got a transformer on it too. So there's 6 of those. So that's pretty cool. I want to make sure there's no more. There's something that could come in handy right down here. This is a piece that you can put your train tracks together that helps make the connection. These little things, and they're cheap too if you lose them. That is like, what's on here? Come on, Marty. On the end of that. So that's cool. And a random screw. Oh, and this is pretty cool. It's got the base broke off of it, but it's still cool. Railroad crossing sign. Now, they make, oh, here's another transformer. So, but they make, for your race tracks, for Tyco makes a track piece that you can run your cars over the railroad tracks. It's cool. I may have to get one of those because that'd be cool to have a train and RC car running at the same time. So what I'm going to do, set this out here and get this here because we'll have to plug this in. And you know, it's got your forward and reverse right here. Let's see. There's forward and there's reverse. So, and this is for accessories. Like if you've got the ding 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 bell thing, or a crossing, you know, arm that goes down, and this is where you hook your track up right here. So you run, I think I got some wire in there, so you run these from here over to this, and then this is what operates your train. So that tells you how fast, and or this is your throttle. Okay, so man, I've been thinking about that other one. I should have bought it, man. And I messed around and looked up just what the engine was worth, and the engine's worth like 3 times what the guy was asking for the whole. Like I said, it didn't have track with it. I think it's an O scale, but geez. So anyway, we may have to go back over. It's not that far, back over tomorrow and check it out. Let me get a couple pieces of wire to hook on here, and we're going to see if that engine will run. Stick around. Okay, so I got some wire here. It's not the correct wire. The correct wire would be more of a stiffer wire, something like a bread tie. But this, I mean, it'll work. It'll be fine. So let's go ahead. We're going to strip this. Alright, and we'll get hooked up to that. it's not a big deal. I actually have 4 train transformers in there. Thought I had 3, but I've got 4 of them. And I don't think this matters, the polarity on it. So what these do is a little hole there, focus, you push that down and let it up and it hooks onto the wire. So this one's kind of bent a little bit. Should have brought my pliers out. I had them in my hand. I'll just wrap it around there. I'll clip these off a little bit longer. I'm sure, excuse me, I'm sure I got the correct size wire somewhere. Or the correct, yeah, the correct wire that, or you know, similar that this would take. But for testing purposes, we're going to do it like this. Temporarily permanent, right? We'll just put this in here and kind of wrap it around there. It's not going to hurt anything, guys. Hopefully that's still going to make connection up to the rails. We'll see. If not, like I said, this stuff is very reasonable to buy parts and pieces, and I mean, there's still, you know, trained people out there, so they still make new stuff too, you know, brand new stuff like this. So your accessories and all that, you know, there's some pretty wild layouts out there. Right, now I'll take this, just make sure they don't touch. And wrap this around here. And I should have brought a little screwdriver. Well, my pliers would have been fine. Let me make these a little bit longer too, so I can wrap it around a lot better. Not sure what volt this is. 6 volt. I don't know if you guys heard that. That's Monkey in the background. I don't know if she's watching something, laughing in there. Again, just make sure they don't touch. Like I said, I don't know if the transformer works. I don't know if the locomotive works, but we'll find out. If the transformer don't work, it's not a big deal because I have many transformers in there. Okay, so I think that's going to be tight enough. Let's plug this in and make sure nothing goes zap. Okay, well, let's put the train on here and let's see. Ah, my horn fell off, see? Come on. Okay. Let's see if... Oh, see it moving? Okay, it's starting to move. Let's do backwards. I hear it. Forward. Yeah, it's wanting to go. Okay. Alright, yeah, it's wanting to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the tracks up and maybe possibly these wheels. I'll put a little bit of sewing machine oil on that, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So let me clean up this track. Yeah, it looks a little like it needs it. Let me get that cleaned up and see it makes contact through the wheels, you know. So see, one side is for one rail and the other side's for the other rail. So I'll get that cleaned up and we'll see if we can get it to run. And if we can, then we'll set up, I don't know, I was going to say a little track, but we'll run an oval or something, run a couple cars maybe, but right now let's focus on getting this cleaned up. I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm just going to use the same stuff I use on my tracks for my race car track sets, my slot cars. And yeah, we'll go from there. Stick around, guys. Okay, guys, let's give it a shot. I cleaned it up, oiled it up a little bit. It's going to need the engine, or, well, it's not an engine. They got motors because they're electric. Anything electric is a motor, and like gas and diesel, those are engines. But you get the idea. I got to take the motors out. I noticed the light doesn't work, but I have lights for it.
Someone was detected at your front door.
Well, it only takes one, but I have lights that will fit that. So when I take it apart and clean it all up, it is nasty and dusty up in there. I don't think it's ever been apart before, but go in reverse and go forward. Whoa. Okay, so let's set up a track. I got this all cleaned off. I just used this, and Monkey was over in my box monkeying around, wasn't you, Monk?
What box?
That box right there.
Oh, well,
You were monkeying around.
Yeah.
And she said, oh look, you got these little guys and telephone poles and yepers. So the track's in pretty good shape. Couple pieces, you know, but I mean it's workable. It'll work. So but yeah. So let me get, that's all I did. Just same thing I do on my racetracks. And I use some sewing machine oil. So let's get a track set up. And let's run it. What do you say, Monk?
Yeah.
Before the couch gets here.
Yeah.
Okay guys, stick around. We'll set up a track. All you do to put these track pieces together like this, see those, and that one will go here, and this one will go here. Just line them up, make sure they're going to go in that little slot, and push it in, and that's how it makes connection. And there's how you do that. I don't know if we're going to run a bridge, but let's go ahead and put this on here. Someone had this on a layout because I found some staples in between the tracks where they stapled the tracks.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging by. And I hear that lonesome whistle blowing, I just hang my head and cry. Okay, so there we go. There's our little, look Mama, look, we have a trestle. Okay, all right guys, let's set a track up and let's run this thing, and then we'll hook up a couple cars. If I have to, I'll use that little piece of wire I had out here a little bit ago that I probably threw out. There it is. If I have to, we'll wire a couple up with a piece of wire until I get some parts ordered. Like I said, this is mostly going to be Christmas time, for Christmas time, so we got till December to get it running perfectly. But since we got this out, let's set up a track. Okay guys, let's see if this thing's going to run. A lot of those track pieces don't like to stay together. You got to squeeze them things with a pair of pliers and stuff. But let's give it a shot and see if it'll make a whole revolution. Okay, I got a piece right there. Okay. Right here. Won't come apart. Cool. Let me put another car on there. Okay guys, I got two cars on there, and I've got the tanker up on the flatbed there, so let's give it a shot. I haven't tried it with these cars on here. I just pulled it up to there, and we'll see what happens. And there it goes, the Santa Fe. It's quiet. That's a good running motor. Let's I know. Well, let's see if it'll go backwards all the way around. And it will. Well, okay, so let's put another car on here. And let's push that car. There we go. It's taking some power. I'm on like 80% out of 100 right now. There's about 95%. Of course, I got bigger controllers, you know, that alright guys, so with that, I want to say thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for more videos on the track. I'll set you down here and I'll let you roll out watching the train. Okay guys, so Shea Bear, the Myth, the Man, Legend, I'm gone for now. And there it is, the Tyco. It's the Santa Fe. That is the 5628 5628. This is HO scale. Let's see. A couple pieces wanting to come apart here, but they're still a little snug. Okay, there we go. So you guys can watch the train go around for a little bit, and then I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. Stay safe. Uh-oh. The green one derailed. It's because it's pushing on it. It don't have a coupler, so it's making the, you know, go like that more. And here comes the Santa Fe. And we lost one, lost another one. Let's put it. Put him in there. Let's see what happens. Lost power there. Not all of it, but it did slow down quite a bit.